Yo. All right, let me get set up real quick, yo. Let me get set up. I wasn't ready. Yeah, I wasn't ready. What is the deal? All right, let me get set up real quick. I got a little bit of cleaning up to do. Hopefully, I don't take too long. With the place over here, I mean, this is just a mess. I got things everywhere. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit. Then I'm gonna get to some talk with some Jordan 11's to get some input. Yo, what's good? What's good? Thanks for tapping in. What's good with you? Let me get set up real quick. My bad, I hit that button. I wasn't even ready. I wasn't ready. What is the deal? Yeah, I'm actually tired today, which is weird. I don't sleep much. I do not sleep much. But I tell you this, today I had a long day. I had a long day yesterday, and I wasn't even really able to go live. So I did some yard work. And I pressed that live button, man. And y'all showed up and showed out, man. So you showed me some love, man. I was out there mowing the lawn, and I had a really busy work day today. And I was like, man, I gotta tap in with the peeps, though. So bear with me for 1 minute. Let me finish cleaning up here. You see, I got a bunch of crap to put away. I want to talk about some kicks. I got shoelaces all over the place. Laces on laces. Laces on laces. Laces everywhere. The place is a mess. What's the deal, man? Where's everybody tapping in from? Let me know where y'all at. I ain't got no lights on right now. I don't got that ambiance set. I don't got nothing going on, man. Shout out to everybody who's tapped in. Double tap that screen. What up? I'm moving some stuff around real quick because my place is a mess. But y'all want to ask y'all, man. Go ahead and head on over to, what is it, aboutnike.com. There's an article that dropped out about these Jordan 11's. Kind of talks about the 11's that's dropping, and I know there's been a lot of chatter saying that Jordan 11's are dead. That's what they're saying, man. They're saying Jordan 11's are dead. Let me see what you got. What's with you in shoe cleaning sessions? I figured I'd tap back in. Great combo. Tapping in from Texas. Texas in the building. All right, what's up? What's up? So it's not too late for you there neither. I'm in Colorado, so it's only 10:03, but I had a long day today, so I'm actually kind of tired, which is weird because, like I said, man, I really don't sleep too much. But today I got a little worn out. Pause, because I don't like the way that sounded. But yeah, let me turn some lights on. Let me set the ambiance. Let me wrap up this vacuum cleaner. Turn on some lights in the back. It's all bright in here. But yeah, man. Good looking out. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate that. For those of you, hopefully you can hear me okay. For those of you who are tapped in, I've been on this journey of becoming fully monetized on YouTube, and no lie, I need about 1,100 hours. I need 1,100 hours. So I try to go live every day, like literally. And I ain't gonna lie, sometimes it's a little difficult to do, because, you know, life. I jump up on you. All right, that's a little bit better. a little bit better. Got a steamer. Yeah, I'll be doing these cleanings. I'll be doing the sneaker cleanings. One pair at a time podcast with my guys J Elevate, Radio Kicks 26, my guy Purple Haze. We got a little sneaker podcast we do every Saturday morning. We were on this last Saturday. Shout out to everybody who copped on the Tokyo 5s. I did not cop. I did not hit on them. I wanted them. I ain't get them. And while I'm talking about it, I want to look at some prices, see what the prices are at on those joints. All right, let's get another screen up here. Let me share my screen. All right. Let's see what some prices are looking at real quick. Then we're going to get to these 11's. And let me see what these prices are doing. Now, I'm waiting on these prices to come down a little bit, which I think they will once. Oh, Lord, dang. Oh. These things done went up. I was thinking once people start getting pairs in hand, these prices are going to come down a little bit, but it's gone up. It's disappointing, actually. Oh, man. Jeez. Scotty in the build. What up? Scotty Day, Ghost Rider in the build. What's good with you, Scotty? Appreciate you for tapping in. Yeah, man, I want to talk about these 11's, but there was an article that came out about these 11's, but I wanted to check on these 5's real quick, man. The prices have gone up. Blowing my mind. Dang. All right, let me turn some lights on real quick. There we go. I'm looking real light-skinned right now. I'm looking real light-skinned right about now. Oh, hold on. Turn some of that down a little bit. I was looking real light-skinned. Hold on. Man, hold on a second. Oh, yeah, good looks, man. You say just got it for work. See the notification, had to click. That's what I'm talking about. Scotty showing some love. For real. Yo, I had a long day today, man. Doing this move up in Colorado Springs, and going up to the Springs ain't really that. It's not that bad of a drive. A little hour and change or whatever, but a lot of driving back and forth. Wore me out, man. I'm actually kind of tired, which is weird. I'm gonna sleep good tonight, and I got work in the morning, all that good stuff. But you know, I had to tap in. All right. Let's take a look at these kicks, man. So, hopefully the music's not too loud. Let's see. All right, let's take a look into these. So there's an article that came out today. I'm gonna get your feedback on this. If y'all go to about.nike.com, just type in the search bar right up top here, Jordan 11. You'll see this article that was released. So kind of want to talk about it a little bit. All right, so it says an icon writes their own rules. No blueprints, no boundaries, no limits. Case in point, Michael Jordan's return to the game in 1995 when he dominated the league and the streets in a disruptive, sleek Air Jordan 11, eye-catching, glossy, the first of its kind. The shoe was an instant standout, bucking trends and tradition as only MJ could. This season, to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the Air Jordan 11, the story Silhouette returns with community-driven stories from around the world featuring unexpected colors, textures, and materials that completely flip the script. Now, I've talked about a few of these kicks as specifically kind of like the city packs, which I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a fan of the city packs. I think the Vegas one looks. Anyway, they're gonna talk about all that stuff. All right. The Air Jordan 11 styles will be available across sneakers, Nike digital channels, Nike and Jordan Brand stores, and select retail partners. Click into the gallery below to learn more about each silhouette. So, of course, we're starting with the Gamma 11. Now, off the top of my head, I do not remember when these 11s are dropping. I can look it up real quick. But what are your thoughts? All right, number one, because we're going to get into all of these individual silhouettes. But what are your thoughts on Gamma 11s? For me, the Gamma, this is Mando. This is, I gotta bring these home. I gots to bring these home. I'm looking up the Gamma 11s right now. The Rare Airs look like November 5th, maybe? I thought it was the 20th. Then again, I could be completely off with that. When are you getting Gammas? December 13th. All right. So, these right here, these Gammas, I mean, yeah, man. Gammas gotta come home. But I guess the most important part, honestly, is number one, are you an 11 fan? Do you like 11s? Right? Because if you don't like 11s, then none of this is really gonna be appealing or whatever. Do you like 11s, these highs, or do you like lows? Me personally, I'm not a low fan. I don't have any 11 lows, and I'll let the bread 11 lows slip by this year only because I don't know. I'm just not an 11 low fan. But these Gammas right here, this is actually the 11 that has to come home. I also say this about the Red Air pack, the Red Air 11, but that's just primarily because it's a Red Air and I'm just kind of creating my own pack with it. But yeah, these 11s are tough. These Gammas are tough, man. I need these Gammas. All right. See the pod on the bottom? Yeah, that'd be the same color lace. Like, no lie, it's little hits like this. This is where I would get like my little lace idea from. I would take that black lace out so quick and throw in that color lace. Oh, it'll pop. All right, boom. Now we got a woman's pair. This is gonna be the pearl. You see, we got a pearl there on the side with a hang tag. You see that lace there? What was that Air Jordan 1 that came with that? Man, I can't remember the name of that shoe, but it had this style lace. Yeah, I cannot think of the name of that shoe. I'm getting old. You see, like, honestly, I think this is a clean kick. It's a little plain per se, but it's a pearl, I guess. It's a clean kick. I like that outsole. Yeah, it's a clean shoe. For the ladies will be able to represent with that. So we got the Air Jordan 11 Rare Air. Now, I've been kind of hearing like different things about this silhouette in particular. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. That is weird. They put the that's weird. Why they put the pearl? Yeah, that's the same picture. Nah, I guess somebody made a mistake. I'm about to say, that's not how it looks. Because you got the Jordan. All right, yeah, so that's just a mistake. They put a picture of the pearl underneath the Red Air. I see it. They put this picture. Okay, all right, it's all good. It's just a little mistake. I was like, why do the Red Air got the pearl? All right. So I saw it happen. I don't know why I was so late to the game seeing this. I saw the original Red Air 11s that is kind of like an all blue with a lighter color midsole and outsole. Pretty much had the same outsole, midsole, and outsole, but it was just like all blue. I ain't gonna lie, it looked pretty good, but I don't mind this as well. I do not mind this as well. When I first saw these, I thought it was a nice little hit that they put JORDAN right there on like the eye stays there. So I thought that was nice. But then I had saw other pictures that instead of it just going from top to bottom with the Jordan, on the other side it had the reverse JORDAN, and I was like, I think y'all doing too much. So let me see if they reversed it. Yeah, they did. So here it's going the J on the bottom, going back up. I think it would have just been nice if they would have just kept it one way, but then again, just like how we have the reverse swoosh on the Air Jordan 3, maybe this is like the reverse lettering, so maybe it's not as bad as I'm making it out to be. Yo, Truth is in the building. What up, Truth? What's good with you, fam? Thanks for tapping in. What you doing up, man? It's midnight, your time. My guys on the East Coast. Yeah, yeah, man. I'm right there with you, fam. I'm right there with you. The 11s, the gammas, yo, those are Mando. Samuel, what's good with you? What's good? The 11s are the gammas are Mando, bro. Those are mandatory cop. These right here, this is just because I'm doing my own little personal Red Air pack. I'm building, make my own pack. Got all the Red Airs. I do not have the Jordan 1 Cinnabar, like the women's pair. But other than that, I got the 1, the 3, the 4. If you want to include the undefeateds, and then the 11s, and now I'm just kind of completing my little Red Air pack. True said, I just feel like Jordan 11 should only be done one way: patent leather and mesh upper. They doing too much, and that's why I'm getting into this this joint, bro. Because man, people are saying, wait, hold up, yo, something happened to Dirk. I am not a bro. I've been working. All right, hold on a second. I've been working all day. I'm not in on the loop, y'all. Hold on a second. What's going on with Dirk? Is he good? He all right, right? All right. From the list of it, Dirk's good. He all right. Woo. Okay, all right. I was about to say, no lie, man. In today's culture, man, you got to look things up. So I was about to be like, hold on a second. It's all good. It's all good. I'll let him rock. It's all right. All right. My bad, man. Like I said, I was like, hold on a second, man. I've been working all day, so I'm not in on the loop. All right, boom. So we got those. This is what Truth was talking about right here. Of course, we got the gammas, man. So I mean, just chef's kiss on these, mandatory cop. Like those are gonna have to come home. Those have to come home. All right. So then we got the Jordan 11 Inner Beast. This is a kid shoe, nice little Halloween kick, glow in the dark outsole. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of cracking jokes on this shoe. Not necessarily because it's a bad kick, because it's not. I was cracking jokes on it because I was like, man, they out here giving kids like velvet. You see this material? Yo, dope. Man, these kids are gonna run this shoe into the ground. But the materials on here is actually pretty nice. I was like, man, look at that. With that leather upper, and there's some sort of emblem back here at the Jumpman in the back. Even though I haven't seen any more pictures on it. Actually, let me take a look here. Air Jordan brand, standalone kids, 11. The silhouette roots tied to MJ's relentless work ethic on and off the court. Along with his black hat persona, every detail ties into the stealth and fierceness on the court. From the cat scratch graphic. Okay, so that's just gonna be a cat scratch. I thought that was gonna be one of those deals where you hit it with the black light and it might illuminate or something like that. But it's just a cat scratch graphic, velvet camouflage, and premium leather to the embroidered Jumpman. Glow in the dark outsole, this bold design encourages next generation to show up the most brave, confident, and authentic selves. Yeah, I'm with you, fam. I'm with you. I was about to have a little moment like, hold on a second, I ain't hear nothing. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's all good. It's all good. It's there's a lot of things you can talk about. You ain't got to joke about that. It's not cool. That ain't cool. All right. So now we getting into something like the recklessness. Now, I will let y'all know personally, when it comes to this city pack, this Vegas one is actually the only one that I would rock. I actually would rock this. Maybe it's just because of the colorway. But these kicks do look a little weird. Truth, you're right. When you say they doing too much, you're right, man. You can go ahead and give me the patent leather. Whether it's high or low cut, whatever the case is, as far as the patent leather, whether it's the high cut, whatever, regular cut, whatever. I'm cool with both of those. The patent leather cut don't bother me, but I personally think that this Vegas one is is a colorway that I actually would rock. I like this. I would actually rock this. I would. So Javi Express. I'm actually glad. I'm all right. I actually want to read these. Descriptions because when I first saw these city packs, I was like, man, what did these colors got to do with Houston, and Atlanta, and Vegas? So now I get to see what they're talking about. Unexpected narrative of outdoors through an aged new buck upper that takes on a purple shade reminiscent of Las Vegas Red Rock sunsets. The silhouette embodies the dry, sun-bleached textures of the city's buildings, with premium materials calling to mind the thriving antique and vintage market residents know and love. Reflective Jumpman. Oh, see, I didn't know that. Okay, so that's gonna be a reflective Jumpman. I did not know that. A reflective Jumpman and edges remind you of Vegas bright lights, and the gold carbon fiber outsole plate speaks to the opulence of the strip. Okay, no, that makes sense. Because I did see that little carbon fiber is gold shank plate, and I was like, all right, that's the only gold that's on there. All right, so they're creating a story. I get that. Yo, Ken Norton in the build, man. What up? What's good? What is good? Yodi said, I can't read. Come on, Yodi. Come on. Ken Norton in the build, man. What up? What's good with you? Yeah, man. I'm back at it, bro. I'm back at it. Taking a look at these 11's, man. Are 11's dead? Are they single-handedly slaughtering? Are they doing too much with the 11's? I remember when 11's, man, they used to just be able to get so much attention because they would really only drop one a year. And 11's would sell out. They'll make 1 million pairs of them, and they'll sell out, literally. They'll make 1 million pairs, and they'll sell out. Because they wasn't just saturating the market with 11's. Now, they seem to be hitting us with 11 after 11. That's what it looks like. They're out here hitting us. All right, H-Town. Looks like we got an all-black plate there. I want to see what they're saying about the colors with these joints. Alright, there's some sort of emblem inside the ball there on top. Alright, let me see. Simple Elevated Premium includes a North American region specific Air Jordan 11 pack. Air Jordan 11 H-Town channels Houston's famous hustle by representing the trunk of a car. Locals' first boutique when they're coming up. Okay, selling kicks out of their cars. Selling kicks out the whip. When the first flex. When they get there. Nuance and intentional details include a silk suede upper and a chrome Jumpman logo. I'm not a fan of this colorway though. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the colorway, but I do see what they're doing. At least they gave a story. At least they created a story, but behind the design, because I was really looking at these colors like, what does this have to do with Vegas and ATL and Houston? So yeah, it makes sense. At least they made a story way out of it. All right, Air Jordan 11 285. Yeah, man. Because now, like, all right, let me see. As a final inclusion in the North American region specific Air Jordan 11 pack, the Air Jordan 11 285 embraces the ATL with an exclusive design that pays homage to Interstate 285, which encircles the city and encapsulates vibrant culture. A leather upper gives the silhouette premium feel. The deboss root around the mudguard provides a distinctly local look. A multicolored sock liner and foot bed lend an additional tribute to Atlanta's street art culture. Now, if you take a look at this kick right here, if you take a look at this 285, which they did change out this ankle collar right here with this multicolored look, and okay, so they just debossed that Jumpman logo there. So if you take a look at that, generally speaking, outside of this ankle collar here and this debossed Jumpman, if you just kind of remove that, there's not too much of a difference between this kick and this kick. Take that off right there. Put in a little multicolored ankle collar there, and there's not really too much between the pearl. So there's not too much between the 285 and the pearl. Then again, this is leather, so they actually did give us some leather versus the other ones. But yeah, so this is the packs. These are the packs. All right, you got the Air Jordan 11 China. Now we got a lot going on with this shoe, man. There's some details up on this one. All right, let's see what we got. Are those like beads on there? Yeah, I promise you, if anybody got a MacBook, I'm gonna have to Google this. I do not know how to zoom in on my computer. I really don't. I don't know how to zoom in on my own computer. I don't. All right, let me see. Are those beads? What is that? All right, there's a lot going on with that. Is this a woman's? What color? All right. Let me see. Born from MJ's long-standing connection to China and Jordan brand commitment to growing the game globally, the Air Jordan 11 China honors the country's growing hoop scene. A canvas and suede upper, decked with an embroidered and beaded pattern, pairs with a brown leather mudguard. Now that brown does look a little different. Oh, but it's leather, not. Oh, okay. Suede midsole, gum outsole, and silk lining to offer a uniquely crafted expression to the iconic silhouette. Mm. Yeah, they're hitting us with some 11s. All right, Air Jordan 11 Tokyo. Yeah, I see. Truth, I see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about. I didn't even know these had like an embroidered something on the tongue there. What is it? Is this like Year of the Wolf or something? I don't know what that is. Ain't no wolf. Guess I'm about to find out. And they got something else on the bottom here. Let's see, 98, 97. 91, 92, 93, 95. So we got some years printed in here underneath that. 91 and 98. Alright, let's get to a description here. Honoring heritage through traditional Japanese embroidery, the Air Jordan 11 Tokyo connects vintage and modern themes, respecting the past while remixing it for a new generation. This is brought to life through a special edition silhouette featuring embroidery traditionally used to give new life and longevity to well-loved garments. A gradient leather mudguard, suede upper, and edge piping give the silhouette an elevated look and feel, while a map on the outsole nods to MJ's championship path. All right, well, that makes sense now. Now it makes sense. All right, so they just put all of his chips here. Okay. Yeah, that'd be a hard pass for me. A hard pass. All right, and that's the Air Jordan 11s that they're hitting us with. Man, well, like, what do you think about this? Do they need to put the 11s down? Do they just need to give us something special and not just throwing like random colorways and making up stories and doing all that stuff? I like 11s, so there's no doubt about it. 11s are comfortable. I had me quite a few pairs of 11s. Bread 11s are actually one of my favorites. I had to double up on that because the one that I had actually was kind of wearing that to the ground. But I do like 11s, so it's not like I don't even like 11s. They just got a lot going on. There's a lot going on with these. The prices of the Tokyos have gone up. All right, let me back out of this real quick. Try to catch up on some news. Let's see if anything's going on here. Gore-Tex. I am looking forward to these joints. Checking out prices on Sniper. Yeah, I'm looking forward to those. Oh, I also saw something that even though I'm not touching them, the Voodoos. I seen that the Voodoos are gonna be at like JD Sports, so they're gonna drop them at a few stores. I did see that. Like I said, I'm good on them, but I did see that those are gonna be at a few stores. I'm looking forward to these anniversary fives. Yeah, I was talking about these joints right here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I would actually rock these to church. I would actually rock these joints. I mean, for I want to say they were going for 210. Yeah, you can miss me with that one. But I would actually rock these right here to church. I sure enough would. Jay was laughing at me. He was like, "Yeah, I'm bugging." Oh, I would rock these joints. Yeah, that presentation actually looks pretty nice too. Ah. Yeah, that those pink anniversary fives. I like the way those look. Truth be told, I like them more than my pink awakes, and that's really only because my the pink awakes got a lot of pink on it, and I don't be rocking pink like that. I really don't. Yeah, these joints right here. I like these carbon fiber foamies as well. Yeah, real one say yeah, them anniversaries are going in. Yeah, let me go back to that joint. Yeah, so we got the 11th. So we got a couple of a little bit over just under 2 weeks. Yeah, I like these joints. I like these joints because it's not overwhelming with pink. And like I said, I don't be rocking pink like that. So this right here is way more rockable to me than the Pink Awakes. And I say this like every live. Every time I talk about the Pink Awakes, they look way better in hand than the pictures that I seen on them. It's a nice shoe. I understand the whole story behind it, the whole 9 yards, and it's a somewhat hyped kick as well. Caught the pair for retail. I don't know if I'm gonna keep them. I'm just not sure if I'm gonna keep them yet. But these joints are super clean. Look at that 3M glowing. Oh, that's clean. Man, that's clean. Yeah, these will be coming home. Yeah. Yeah, these joints will be coming home for sure. That's freaking clean. Mm-mm. Yeah, for sure. For sure. That 3M. Yeah, that whole upper is oof. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So yeah, man. Even this is kind of like a slow week. This is like a dry week. I know a few people actually hit on these joints. This is like a dry week. Man, shout out to everybody who's tapped in. Man, I just figured I'd try to get on the live real quick. I say this every time, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I appreciate those who watch, man, and show me some love. You know, I'm in the process of getting monetized. And so I made it my business just to try, man. And work's been working me, and life happens, family, yeah, I still got to be a husband, father, and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? And So sometimes it's a little difficult for me to even jump online, but I try to tap in, when I can. So shout out to everybody who's tapped in. For those of you that do know, I caught a juicy deal on these joints. Let me get my screen right. I caught a juicy deal on these joints right here, and my package came with a bunch of water damage, so I actually did a live. Cleaning these joints, and the inside is good. Actually, it's not terrible. It's really not terrible, but the outside still kind of got like that. It's very mild, but just a mild stench, like that water stench to it. I steamed them, I deodorized them, I did all that stuff. So I didn't know if I was gonna return them or not. I could return them. I got those for like $1. It was like $1.48, something like that, out the door. So it wasn't a bad comp. I haven't made a video on them yet because, like I said, I wasn't sure if I was even gonna keep them. Yeah, I'm not sure. But look, man, I ain't gonna hold you up. I'm actually tired. I had a long day working today, and I'm still gonna jump in here. But man, I'm all types of tired, so I'm about to go upstairs and just relax. Got work in the morning. Shout out to everybody who tapped in, man. It's always love in this end. Make sure you catch us on Saturday morning at 1 period of time. You got my guy Purple Haze. Got my guy Lewis on Radio Kicks 26. Of course, you got my guy Jay Elevate. I'll be there. It's always love in this end, and I appreciate all the moments, man, that I get to spend with y'all. I'm going to tap out, but I'll be on here tomorrow. I'll make it happen.